What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Nikki St. Clair. I'm getting ready to get up out of here and head on over to the gym. But as I get ready, I wanted to share with you guys that I recently had an experience where, I truly really was digging on this individual, and he has it going on. All his ducks are in a row. And I really was like, wow, you know what? If he were to be with me, he is a big responsibility, and the requirements, he hasn't listed them, but based on what you see, you already know, like, you got to bring A game all the time. At least I feel like that. And I wanted to talk to you all because I wanted to encourage those um to turn intimidation into inspiration. you know um don't be intimidated by others success, because you don't know what they had to do to get to where they are. You don't know what they've been through to uh be where they are. But I just wanted to encourage you guys to be the best that you could be, because when you're at your A game and you're walking with such confidence and grace, there are some people that don't meet the mark, and they can look at you and tell that they are not on your level. So, you know what? They're going to be like, nah, I'm not going to go for that. Like, I'll give you an example. You have Glorilla, right? And Glorilla, man, she is really, really, her stock has gone up. I mean, teeth fixed, she done got her boobs done. She wearing the best of the lace fronts, and she's looking impeccable out here. She's got the fame, she's got the fortune, the riches. She's known everywhere that she goes. She has the, beautiful basketball boyfriend. She is out here doing it. And there are some men that will see her. Hey, how you doing, Freddie? There are some men that will see Glorilla in all of her glory, with all of her diamonds, and she's walking backstage where the average man can't even reach. She's going through tunnels of games and has courtside seats and access to people that only others can dream of. Okay? And the average man would not even step to Glorilla because of this. And then you have her sister, whom they call Brorilla, right? Now, Brorilla looks just like Glorilla, but without the money. And she's recently been kind of testing out her femininity by wearing wigs. And the girl, I mean, she looks beautiful. She looks beautiful. She looks like Glorilla. She really does. But her teeth are fixed, and she is more accessible. Hi, welcome in, guys. Now, what we're talking about is the difference between Glorilla and Brorilla. Now, Glorilla, she had a glow up. She's rich. She has access to things and people and courtside seats, and she has really made it, right? And there are regular men who cannot access her. She's not accessible. And then you have her sister Brorilla, who looks very much like Glorilla, right? And she's recently been testing out her femininity, uh, investing in wigs and a little lip gloss. Her teeth are done, and she looks beautiful. And what I'm saying is, be the best that you could be. Because even though Glorilla and Brorilla look very much alike, you have Glorilla that's up on this platform on a pedestal, and she's not accessible. And then you have Brorilla, who's more accessible, right? She hasn't gone, you'll find her in the grocery store, common places. If she goes live, she's going to answer you back more than likely, respond to certain things. Um, and she's what Glorilla will do for only $25,000 minimum. She will do and show up and uh promote for $2,500. So, because of her lower standards, she's more accessible to the unwanted, the undesirables, the more disrespectful. And because she in her heart knows that she's not Glorilla, or she's not even at her fullest um potential, she will be affected by those. She's more than likely to be affected by those who are going to disrespect her, those who are going to walk up to her, or film her, or harass her, or find her telephone number and her whereabouts. She's more accessible to that. And all I'm here to say, because I didn't come to here to be before you long, is just to take the time to work on yourself and be your fullest potential, y'all. And limit your access. Limit your access to the people that don't mean you any good. Now, here it was, I was dating this individual, and I allowed him to be him just to see what he was capable of and what he was going to do. And when he showed enough interest, I went ahead and went in and said, "Hey, I know you're interested in me. I know you want full access to me." He straight up told me, "I don't want you entertaining nobody else. I don't want you to give your number to anybody else." So, with that said, I came at him and said, these are my requirements. You want full access to me. You want me to shut off all access. You want to see me exclusively. This is what I require." And when he did not meet those standards, I had to go. I had to go, y'all. And I'm not gonna lie, I did miss him, for about a month or two. I missed him, but I went ahead and I moved on with my life. And now he calls me, but he want a half step. You see what I'm saying? Just to test the waters. He want a half step and still try to have access to me and manipulate the system. You cannot manipulate the system. You cannot. And I'm here to encourage you guys. Do not give people access based on their potential, by them half stepping and trying to manipulate you and taking baby steps to see if you're going to open the door. Don't open the door at all until that person is worthy and has shown themselves to be true and have shown themselves to be straight up, because they're gonna come back and play in your face every time. They are gonna come back and play in your face every time, because first of all, you shut off access to them, so they kind of have like low key a vendetta. And some of them, they will do everything you want them to do, and you still run the risk of being played. But what I'm saying is, set boundaries, have a prayer life, y'all. Put God first. God is going to, if you're in concert with God every day, He's going to guide you. He's gonna be like, that ain't it. And you might not even see why He's saying, that ain't it. But if you're obedient to God, and you concert with him, and you convene with God every day, several times a day, he's going to give you direction. And you're going to be like, well, God said that ain't it. So I got to shut it down. I got to shut the door. And you will later find out why that ain't it. Sometimes it'll take years. Sometimes you'll run across a friend who ran across the guy you avoided, or the person that you avoided, and you were obedient to God and said, "Well, God said that ain't it, so that ain't it." And you'll find out exactly why God said that ain't it. So anyways, I am Nikki St. Clair. Shut the door to the access of some of these people that mean you no good, that aren't worthy. They've shown their hand before. Don't be so quick to give people a second chance to play in your face, y'all. Don't do it. Shut the door. Be Glorilla, okay? Where you are so high, you're walking through tunnels and sitting court seat. You're only eating in certain restaurants. You are only going to be in certain sections of the club to where you're not accessible. Don't be Brorilla. Don't be um just enough and still be accessible, to things and people that mean you no good. And I'll give you this one more example and I'm gonna go. A lot of times we go to casinos. I've been to Vegas myself, and a lot of times you can sit on the floor and get free drinks by the waitresses as long as you're playing on the slots or as long as you're playing in common spaces. But there are times where you will walk down the hall or walk and you will see another room, winner circle room. And a lot of times that room will be almost empty. You might see just maybe one or two people in there, you know, and it's different in there. It's quiet, it's peaceful. The adornment, the tapestry, the accents are beautiful. And you might ask, hey, what's going on in that room? And somebody might tell you, oh, that's the winner's circle room. That's where the shots of cognac are $135 a shot. That's where you can only bet a minimum of $1,000 per game. And you don't have access to that unless you have what it takes to play. If you guys want to be in the winner circle, you can't allow access. You can't be accessible to everything and everybody. And I promise you, y'all, your value is going to go all the way up. When you concentrate on self, when you eat better, you drink more water, you work out, you read, you turn off um, certain things and you listen to things that are stimulating or that are going to better you and help you to grow, um, and reformulate your life. If you decide that, hey, you know what, I'm not going to, and this is not to take away from anybody who does, but I'm not going to shop at Temu this time. I want something nice. I want something of quality. I want something with weight that if I send it to the cleaners or if I wash it and put it in the dryer, it's not going to shrink to nothing. Invest in yourself. And I promise you, people will invest in you. I have more respect for kids that are selling water than a kid that's just asking me for $1. When people see you working and working hard and working towards things, they will want to invest in you because you're investing in yourself. Anyways, I'm Nikki St. Clair. Thank you so much for choosing to be here. You guys could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here. And do me a favor, like, subscribe, hype, share if you care. Have a blessed week. It's Monday. God's mercies are new every morning. And, here's another day that God can manifest his promises to you. Everything that you pray for, everything that you even forgot about, may he surprise you and bless you this week. And when he does, come back and tell me in the comments. Amen. Amen. You guys have a wonderful week. Thank you for choosing to chime in with me. And I'll talk to you later. Peace out. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Bye bye.